Now, Black Friday is an informal name for the Friday following Thanksgiving Day in the United States, which is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. It's been celebrated there since the 1950s, but in recent years, it's a trading day that's gone global. Yeah, South Africa is no exception. It's a day that customers look forward to in their numbers for great sales. Now, most times we see the big retailers offering Black Friday specials, but the question is there an opportunity there for small business too? Well, joining me now is Ethel Nyembe, who's the head of card issuing at Standard Bank South Africa. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Peter. It's great to be here.
Should I say welcome home? All right, so let's chat a little bit about, there's two sides to this coin. There is the business and there's the consumers, and I want us to look at both sides of this equation.
Makes sense.
So Black Friday is next week Friday, and all hell's going to break loose. People are going to sleep outside stores, and it's usually the big retailers that are doing the specials and advertising for Black Friday. Are small businesses aware? Are they being left out, or are they not making the best use of the opportunity?
So small businesses are aware, and I think it's taken them a while to get into the groove of the consumers starting to respond to Black Friday. So we're seeing more and more small businesses also taking part in Black Friday and pricing their profit margin at the right level so that they can have consumers also stock up with Black Friday. What we are also seeing is a combination of the small businesses taking full advantage of Cyber Monday as well as themselves offering great specials for Cyber Monday.
All right, tell us about Cyber Monday.
So with Black Friday, obviously, it's very much concentrated around the consumer spend. But what we've also seen is Cyber Monday, where businesses themselves are starting to stock up for their own businesses, because that's when electronics are available and a number of factors that can aid your business and the right purchase prices for yourself. Okay. But most importantly, for small businesses, they take full advantage of both Cyber Monday as well as Black Friday for their own consumers.
So for smaller businesses, you know, margins are quite a thing, aren't they? And I just wonder, can they afford really to give great specials on the Friday?
So, like I said earlier on, with the right pricing point, we are finding that small businesses are also having the opportunity to take great part in Black Friday or even Cyber Monday. And I also think that we've got a variety of opportunities for customers to pay. So with e-commerce on the rise in South Africa, as well as different payment methodologies, we're finding that small businesses are having the opportunity to be able to do exactly that, take full advantage. And now they're able to also advertise. Standard Bank has got Simply Blue. You can advertise and also allow your customers to be able to pay right there and there and have their goods delivered on their doorstep. Yeah,
and I suppose also, you know, you talk about Cyber Monday, but a lot of it is online now, so that is an opportunity that even the online retailers shouldn't miss. But let's talk about the other side of the equation, because there will be those consumers as well who will be stocking up their cards, trying to pack money in there and sleeping outside these shops, and they rush in there to buy whatever they can get. What's your warning to consumers as they start gearing up for next Friday?
I think most importantly, in an economy like ours, it's important to know what it is that you need for Black Friday, and to really shy away from stocking up on goods that you don't need, and really go for those that you're looking for. It's also an opportunity to stock up just before the Christmas rush, and also giving yourself that opportunity to be able to still spend around Christmas. And then I would also say it's a great opportunity to use your card, leverage on your card. You've got great insurance on your card. You have the opportunity to speak to your banker up front and maybe just adjust your limit on your card in the manner that best suits you and your family. And then most importantly, have the ability not to take cash, because once cash is lost, you've lost an opportunity. Whereas with your card, you can always stop your card and find another card. And most importantly, we've also seen that mobile spending has grown in South Africa. Now with more than 55% of the South African population having their own smartphones, we are now starting to see mobile shopping, which therefore means you can spend in the comfort of your own home and have the ability to then shop on a secure site, make sure that you trust the Wi-Fi that you're using and not a public Wi-Fi, and your goods will be delivered at home. Therefore, you don't have to sleep outside. You don't have to go through all the pushing and shoving and then find that the one element or the one, some of the goods that you're looking for are not even available to you.
All right, and I guess all of this starts with, you've got to know your own balance sheet, as it were.
Yes.
Don't get unnecessarily into debt, sort of charge your card more than you can actually pay back.
Absolutely. Because I think responsible spending speaks to the ability to understand how you can then responsibly pay back, because the credit card gives you the convenience that you don't even have to carry cash, you don't have to be robbed, and also, at the same time, it gives you access to a limit that works within what you are able to afford, and therefore it just simply means that you can have a wonderful festive season, knowing that in January is also back to school, you'll need it again.
All right, and these small businesses, and you talked about Cyber Monday, and you mentioned something quite interesting, and I guess it's getting the resources that you need, like these mobile card machines and so on and so forth, to make it easier for the shopper to shop.
Absolutely, and if it's not just the mobile card machine, it's also the ability for consumers to be able to pay using their phone.
Right.
So we have a payment methodology called SnapScan or even MasterPass. You don't even have to dig into your wallet and find yourself having to expose your driver's license or even your ID, where you can be exposed to identity theft. What you are now able to do, just using your smartphone, you can scan and find yourself paying, and if you've got your card with you, all you have to do is tap and you're able to go.
This is very standard in countries like Kenya and Zimbabwe. I was curious whether we needed it in South Africa, but I guess it's another layer of convenience.
But I think for me, it's not just Kenya and Zimbabwe. Kenya, if you think about it, are leading with M-Pesa payments. But if you think about the whole of Asia, QR payments, as they call them, are really prevalent, and it's all about the convenience of a customer. If you go to a flea market right now, you don't need to be carrying your wallet. You just pay with your phone. It really is about consumer convenience rather than any other economic factors.
All right, okay. So, last warning for our consumers next week. Use the technology that's available, but first and foremost, don't over-indebt yourself. At getting stuff often that we didn't really want. We just ended up, we missed the TV we wanted, and we settled for a microwave that we weren't looking for.
And as a lady, sometimes you tend to buy the same things that you've already got. So by planning ahead, you're quite right. You are now able to buy the things that you need. By using e-commerce, you are able to avoid the stampede. And by being safe, you just look out for the lock on your e-commerce site, and you make sure that you don't use public Wi-Fi so that you can protect your identity.
How can people educate themselves about this? Because you said quite a lot, actually, and some of the things even I think I'm sophisticated, but even I didn't know half the things that you were talking about.
I think the more we read, the more you talk to your banker, and most importantly, having an invitation such as this one as a bank just simply means we have an opportunity to engage not only with you, but all the various South Africans that will be shopping on Black Friday as well as Cyber Monday.
All right, Ethel, I think we're going to have a few more conversations, actually, just to get people up to speed with the things that they can use to be safer and to make things easier for them. Thanks so much indeed for coming through and sharing all of this with us today.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Great.
And thanks to everyone.
All right, that's where we're going to leave that for the time being, but don't overspend and use the technology that's available. Be safe in whatever it is that you do.